I've spent the last 2 months planning and researching for the start of this YouTube channel. I've tried over and over to get the perfect setup and second guess every detail. And you know what? It has all been a giant waste of time, because that time could have actually been spent making videos and growing this channel. So let's see if we can all learn something from my mistakes and start making videos on YouTube today. Hi, I'm Jake. If you're anything like me, you are stuck in planning mode. You tell yourself over and over, I'm getting ready, I'm preparing, but here's the harsh truth. Planning feels like progress, but it's not. I spent months researching equipment, watching tutorials and trying to map out the perfect strategy. And while all that preparation felt productive, the reality was I wasn't taking any action. My channel didn't exist yet, and my dreams of starting were just that, dreams. Does any of that sound familiar at all? Here's what I wish someone had told me. You don't need a perfect plan to start, you just need to start. Here's what happens when you spend too much time planning instead of doing. Paralysis by analysis. The more you research, the more overwhelmed you're going to feel, and it becomes harder to take that first step. Missed opportunities. While you're stuck planning, other creators are uploading videos, building their audience, and gaining momentum. The fear gets bigger. The longer you wait, the more difficult it feels to begin, and you start to think, what if I'm still not ready? I wasted months, literally months, that I could have spent creating and learning by doing. And when I finally sat down to make my first video, this video, I realized that all the planning didn't make it perfect. I am still just as nervous and anxious and awkward, and so very far from polished. But you know what? It's done. And that's all that matters. The truth is, no amount of planning can prepare you for the reality of creating on YouTube. Sitting down to make your first video will be hard. It just will. There is no way around it, only through. The only way to get better is to start posting videos and learning as you go, refining over time. Even sitting here doing this right now, I have redone this video 3 or 4 times so far. And each time I've done it, I've learned something. I've discovered something new, and I've found a way to make it better. And I wouldn't have done that if I hadn't been sitting here making this video. Your first video won't be perfect, but it's not supposed to be. Your setup doesn't need to be high-end, it just needs to work. A mobile phone will do. Your strategy doesn't need to be complete. It just needs to get you started. The fact is, imperfect action will always beat perfect planning because it creates momentum, gets you moving. Every video you upload will teach you something new. And look, before you know it, you'll be miles ahead of where you started simply because you chose to take that first step. All right, so the big question, how do you push through that fear, the doubt, and start actually making videos? For me, today, I had to tell myself that this was it. It was either now or never. I gave myself a deadline, and no matter how bad everything went or looked, this video was getting made today and uploaded to my channel on time. Because as I said at the beginning, I had been planning and researching for months, trying to get everything perfect, outlining months of content, building a strategy, trying to position my channel ahead of everyone else, but that was all bullshit. It was just busy work. Everyone kept asking me, how's your new business going? Have you uploaded any videos yet? And every time they asked, I felt more and more guilt that I still had not actually made a single video. I had a plan, sure. I had scripts, outlines, you name it. But in the past 2 months, I had made 0 videos. I'd shot some test footage, but that was it. I had nothing to show for all of my planning, no channel, no videos, no progress. So today I have given myself a hard deadline. This video is getting uploaded to my channel tomorrow, no matter what. But the lighting's bad, stiff. I can't get the framing quite right. Too bad. I sound really awkward and nervous. So be it. This video is getting made and uploaded now. And as I sit here in front of the camera talking to you, there is one thought that I keep having, and that is that I wish I had done this sooner. How can any of this help you? If you're stuck in the planning phase yourself, then here are some steps you can take today to get you started making videos and building momentum. First, set a deadline. Pick a date within the next week to upload your first video. Commit to it, no matter what. Start simple. Choose one topic you're comfortable with and record a short video. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Don't overcomplicate it, just focus on sharing value. Use what you have. Don't wait until you have a fancy camera. Just use your phone, natural light, and some free editing software to get started. Focus on progress, not perfection. Remember that your first videos are practice. They're not meant to be masterpieces. They're meant to get you moving. Reflect and adjust. After you post your first video, look at what went well and what you can improve. Use that feedback to make your next video even better. The goal is to start, not to be perfect. Every video you create builds your skills, your confidence, and most importantly, your channel. It's easy to think that planning is the key to success, but the reality is that success comes from action. Planning is safe, but it doesn't move you forward. Taking action, messy, imperfect action, is what creates progress. Think about it this way. Every creator you admire started with a first video. And I can guarantee that it wasn't perfect, but they kept going, and so can you. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll begin to see growth. I know how difficult it is to hit record for the first time. I've been there. I'm literally sitting here right now, doubting myself, overthinking every detail, wondering if I was even capable of starting, thinking about not uploading this video because it's so bad. But let me tell you this, you're not alone. Every creator, every entrepreneur, every person who's ever built something meaningful started where you are, unsure, nervous, and wondering if they were ready. The difference is they started anyway, and you can too. So here's your challenge. Pick a topic for your first video today. Don't overthink it. Record and upload your video within the next 48 hours. And download my free guide, The First Video Blueprint, for step-by-step tips to get you started without overplanning. Don't spend months planning like I did. The time you're waiting for is right now. Every day you delay is a day you could be creating, learning, and growing. If you feel like you've gotten something out of this video, hit like and subscribe for more actionable tips, and drop a comment sharing what your first video will be about. Let's stop planning and start building together. See you in the next one.